Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Vinnie's Vittles. We're continuing our series of 5 ingredient recipes. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. The first one was a superb recipe, and this one looks equally as good. So our 5 ingredients this week are peach preserves, some chicken taco seasoning, some pork tenderloin, some peach salsa, and rice. All 5 ingredients make a wonderful dish, and we're going to try it out. Now remember, what I want you to do for us is if you see something that you think might be better if you added it or tweaked it a little bit, we want you to put that in the comments so we'll know. You can try it and then you can tweak it yourself. But what we're going to do is make it just like the recipe calls for. As always, we're going to put a link in the description box for the actual recipe where we found it so they can get credit for their work. And then we'll let you know what we think when we taste it. So let's get started. Now, I'm going to tell you up front, there's a lot of people in this office and they all want to eat. So I'm doubling the recipe, okay? So I've doubled the amount of pork it calls for. It calls for 1 pound, we're doing 2. It calls for 1 pack of seasoning, I put 2. And we're going to double the peach preserve and double the salsa as well, just so it'll be yummy and will feed everybody in the office because they're going to all want to eat it. So the first thing we're going to do, we took our pork tenderloin, we sliced it up, then we cubed it up, okay? So it's cubed pork tenderloin, and now we're just going to add our seasonings and combine them all together. So we're going to sprinkle that on, and we're going to mix it in. Continue to mix it in good. We want to make sure each piece has got seasoning on it. And once we get this all combined together, we're going to take our skillet, heat it up with a little butter, and then we're going to just brown this pork loin up. And that seasoning smells good. I hope this recipe is good. It really smells good. It's going to have a lot of good flavor. I love adding the peach ingredients to it. That's going to also kick it up. And it should be another favorite for our house. All right, we about got that mixed up. I'm going to rinse my hands off, then we're going to head over to the skillet. Okay, guys, we got our pan on the eye. We're trying to heat it up to a medium heat. We're going to just melt in about I don't know, probably a quarter stick of butter, maybe just a little over. And then we're going to add our pork once it gets up to the right temperature. We want to just kind of simmer and stir the meat up good till it's good and brown. Probably somewhere between 5 to 7 minutes. And then it'll be ready to add our next ingredient. All right, so let's bring the pork in. Now remember, all we've done is take the pork, cube it up, we add the seasoning to it, combine it all together, and now we're just going to brown it up in the skillet. Ah, goodness, that smells good. If it tastes as good as it smells, it's going to be a hit. All right, guys, we're going to brown up the meat. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes. All right, guys, so we've been browning the pork tenderloin. It's perfect. I have to tell you, Jordan and I already had 1 bite. It's outstanding. The flavor's amazing. Got a little kick, perfect. Now we're going to come back and add our peach preserves. All right, so we've added our peach preserves. Now we're going to add in the salsa. We're going to keep the heat up for now. We're going to combine all these ingredients together. And once we get them all simmered in together good, we're going to reduce the heat and cover and let it just sit for about 10 minutes or so on that reduced heat as it's all gelling together. And while that's gelling together, we're going to heat up the rice. Ooh-wee. All right, so now we got it all combined, so we're going to reduce our heat. And then we're going to let that simmer. This is not the perfect lid for this because it don't fit my new pan, but it'll do the trick. All right, again, so while this is simmering on a low reduced heat, about 10 minutes, we're going to prepare the rice. All right, guys, we're back. Man, this smells so stinking good. You're going to want to try. I haven't even tasted it yet, but I know you're going to love this one. All right, so all we did, we took the 5 ingredients, we cubed up the pork tenderloin, we put it in there, we added the seasoning, browned it up good, then we added the peach preserve and the peach salsa. We boiled the rice, then we just did simple bag rice because that's just who I am. We plated up the rice and added the mixture on top of it. Now it's time to taste it.
I'm excited.
You ready?
I'm ready. Looks hot. It's steaming.
It is steaming, so don't burn yourself.
Be careful.
All right, here we go.
Mmm.
Wow.
Well, that is really, really good.
You don't have to talk, so you can keep eating.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
Mm.
this is delicious. Got a little kick to it, a little sweetness from the peach preserves and the salsa. It is delicious. You're going to love this recipe. Be sure to try it. Let us know what you think. If you think you would change anything, put it in the comments. But for a simple 5-ingredient recipe, this is good. As always, be sure to click the subscribe button, ring the bell so you'll be notified every week when Vinnie's Vittles is back. And we'll see you next Saturday at 11 a.m. Have a good one. Bye now.
Well, that last piece was hot.